Are you saying that the conversation has to go beyond halal and haram? Isn't that what everything that there is?
But what I'm saying is, when I look at the Seerah, I see lessons in organizational development. I see lessons in public relations. I see lessons in negotiation, right? I see lessons in personality clashes. I see lessons in discipline. Generally, it's taught in a very sensational way. We know that there were, most people know, even if they went to Sunday school, there were 313 of Badr. They know Bilal radiallahu anhu was tortured. But let's take even Bilal radiallahu anhu. What do we know him for? We know him generally for two things. One, the one who withstood torture, and two, the one who gave the Azan. But Bilal radiallahu anhu, if you really study the Seerah from an analytical perspective, was arguably one of the strongest public relations tools in the Prophet's arsenal. That him giving the Azan was just not because he had a beautiful voice. Every time he's giving the Azan, it is a challenge to the previous social order. That people like Bilal radiallahu anhu at the bottom of the totem pole. So every time he's giving the Adhan, it's a challenge to the social order, which is a public relations move.
It's an event, right?
Exactly. And so this is what we mean, that we have to peel back the layers with tools of inquiry and analysis. So what we did here is we created a theme sheet, which is the intellectual infrastructure of the project. Belief, self, family, and society. Those 4 runways, I call them runways. And underneath those 4 runways, we have a total of 40 themes. Like we said, discipline, deflating pride, negotiations, military strategy even, public relations, organizational development, leadership. Really encourage the participant to come on a learning journey and say, okay, what do I see here of these 40 themes? Give people the tools of inquiry and analysis so they can extract meaning for themselves. So again, critical thinking, situational analysis, triangular thinking. That is the need of the hour, because we have to be able to contextualize and contemporize the Seerah. And just in a chronological approach, an events-based approach, a sensational approach, by continually to talk about things such as, we know the Sahaba were brave. Whatever you and I are, we are here because of them. So of course we salute them. When we even mention their name, we say radiallahu anhu.
Sure.
We say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we say these things. But to operationalize it, you have to be able to have an analytical framework.
So it's going beyond the people and the events to the actual ideas, and based on the ideas, you're actually able to make, you were talking about Bilal radiallahu anh, you're actually able to potentially make a 360 degree picture of who Bilal radiallahu anh was, versus maybe just recounting
a reductionist understanding,
right,
of the
or
Seerah.
some things that happened to him, and or some things that he did, and so therefore he's Bilal radiallahu anh. No, he's Bilal because of the ideas that drove what he did or how he reacted, and whatever those accounts were.
Exactly, yes. Because, for example, what we wanted to really emphasize in this process was the concept of relationships. 1, between individuals, relationship between people. 2, between communities. And then 3, most importantly, the relationship between ideas. So, for example, Eleanor Roosevelt, the First Lady, she said, small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, great minds discuss ideas. Generally, when we are studying the Seerah, it is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahaba said or did. Now again, we don't want to minimize that. As we're mentioning it again, so that there's complete clarity, what we are is because of them. But the most valuable asset is what? It is the idea. And then how is that idea frameworked for the current environment in which we operate, where there are many challenges? Not just say for any specific community, for humanity. And how can we operationalize those ideas to be productive citizens in the environment in which we live?
For the benefit of all humanity.
For the benefit of humanity.
Perfect.